Had to turn my mic on. Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Tinicomo. Blake says this is one cast. We're going to do one cast. Running the same amount of water. They're supposed to do something different this weekend, but I don't know what it's supposed to look like. They're running pretty much the same thing. I don't know. It is what it is. About 15,000 CFS. I've been up here just a little bit experimenting. I caught one on a jig and float on a spin cast, but I'm going to go ahead and use my fly rod. I have a 32nd ounce white jig on. I'm going to set it about 8 foot deep. I'm shutting my motor off. No, I didn't. I'm so used to coming up here and not shutting the motor off now. I'm going to kind of stay on the warm water side, although it's 56.8 or 56.5 degrees now, which is a full degree colder than it was 2 days ago when I was out here. Blake said he fished this morning. Him and some buddies in there throwing stick baits and some other things that were kind of suspended. He's only getting down 5-6 foot deep, and he said they caught a lot of fish up here. So I've been wanting to do this anyhow, just for the fun of it. Come up and throw something under a float. And you can do this with a spin cast. I'd use, you know, if you have a 7 foot rod, it's better than a 6. Just because you're fishing, you know, 6, 7, 8 foot deep. Using a 32nd ounce because I think that will stay down below the float. I don't want to use anything less than that. Could use a 16th, but you have to use a pretty big float. The problem I've got now, I've got a white float and it's right in the middle of all that foam. See if I can pull it out of the foam and put it someplace where I can see it. Yeah, I've got the island coming up already. I'm going to stay behind the island. I'm going to go around the... Oh, I just had a bite. Doggone it. Okay, I didn't recast. I don't like going down point first because I can't control the boat quite as well, but I think I'm okay. Trying to catch one on the first cast, which I know using a float's almost cheating, but my video, so I can do what I want. I'm gonna have to recast here in a second, I'm afraid. I've seen people up here mainly dragging probably shad flies, catching fish. People are reeling in fish right and left, seems like. Oh, I did get one. That was fun. on here. Not a bad rainbow. Come on. And he came off. He was about 17 inches. What I don't want to do is get in this eddy. Nobody's fishing here right now. This is where I saw a guy fishing from the bank the other day off this path. He said he was catching crappie and white bass, walleye. So I'd like to kind of get in here and just fish it for a minute. I'm going to try to get right hit my anchor and see what happens. See if I can fish right here. I might be fishing too deep, I'm not sure. So I'm fishing about 8 foot deep, and I know it's not 8 foot deep here. So let's go about 4 foot. I'm sure there's still some crappie and all kinds of stuff coming over the dam still. I think they come down and they get in these pockets and sit. That's what they've done before. Those fish really don't like the current. You wouldn't think that they would really eat, but after being through the ordeal they've been through, coming over that 200-foot dam. My float went under. It is, the water's just, you know, swirling like crazy in here. Just got to do a lot of mending. I'd like to catch one, just to say I caught one. I'm sure I could probably do this up at the cable on this side too, that corner. But I'm sure those fish have been hammered pretty hard. Well, maybe white's not the right color. Okay. Let's try a little further down in the eddy. Got a few more trees to contend with here. Just heard a gunshot. That reminds me, today is opening day of gun season for deer. So Dwayne's out in the woods. I used to be out in the woods too on this day, but I don't know, I just not as exciting as it used to be. In fact, I haven't been deer hunting in this is the third season if I don't go. But I might go this week and kill a doe or something. I do like the meat. Nobody's gonna do it for me unless I gotta. This is kind of why I like to try a spot before I come in here and do it for real in one cast. That guy out there's got a fish on. He's fly fishing. Last chance, Mr. Crappie. You're gonna have to hit this or you're gonna miss it. I mean, there should be trout in there too, but okay. I might just drift down this bank with this, set a little deeper and just drift a little ways. Okay. Couldn't have asked for a better day today. My gosh, there wasn't any wind today, or nice and warm. I need to I need to clean my fly line. It's really, if you do a lot of fly fishing, you know this, but you need to keep your fly line clean so it floats on top of the water. That's so you can mend easily, and when you go to recast, you can pick the line up and you're not fighting the water. It doesn't sink down in the water, and it's just, plus you got to clean it pretty regularly, because especially Taneycomo, especially right now with all the sediment that's in the water, your line's going to get super dirty pretty quick. And it's really best thing to do is to just regular soap, dish soap, in a rag. Just run your line through your rag and just clean it up. you can buy some fly line cleaner. You can also get some dressing, fly line dressing, to keep it all slicked up. What in the world was that? There is a very big take swirl back in the back of that cove right there. I mean, it was big. I don't know what that thing was, man. It was a big brown. It sounded like an animal back there. I didn't see anything. I just so happened to bring my 10 weight with some sinking line and a big, it's not a white fly, but it's a big cream articulated. Thought about throwing that for a minute. It's a ginger color. Man, this stinks. Can't believe I'm not catching a fish. The rainbow just come up and ate my float. And my float's sitting right in the middle of that white foam. Phooey. Well, I'm going to call it quits. Might get out a jig and throw it for a little bit. 1/8 ounce jig. I'm trying. Float went under big time. I'm trying to do just some different things. And I know dragging a shad fly up here will catch fish. That's two I missed. That was a good fish. I know a shad fly will drag a shad fly up here, will catch a fish. And I know a white jig, just throwing a white jig will catch a fish. I always want to try something different. Now, that was 2 bites I should have had. I kind of went over a shallow spot right there. Throw it up there in that little bit shallower water up there towards the bank. Okay, here's that path down to rocking chair. I'm gonna quit as soon as I get to it. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry, catch more fish. See you tomorrow.